Hey everyone, welcome back to CyberHack. Let me just go over a few things in this short video. I know there's a lot of bad news, there's a lot of things coming down the pipe that we are uncertain of. We are not aware of what the hell is going to happen by next week, next month, and the years to come. The only thing I can say is that there are still positions out there. Yes, it will be challenging because the amount of people who are constantly looking for a new job now is a lot more. The percentage has been increasing throughout the last year or so. And of course, these websites that push these data, it's not going to be accurate and it won't be for some time because a lot of new development are just basically happening overnight, which is pretty insane in my opinion. So, where does that leave you and I and anyone else who's trying to get into cybersecurity? Some of you may still be in school, finish that off, obviously. But if the cost is too high and you don't feel confident that you will land an internship or you're competing with a lot of people in internship, you just have to keep on trying. I know that's easier said than done. If you have already gone out of school, you completed already, and you're looking for your first cybersecurity job, do not stop studying. I can't even stress how important that still is, that you still need to keep on top of your game. You still need to study. You still need to possibly sign up for free to lower costing, subscriptions to probably if you're trying to get into pen testing or even blue team stuff. TryHackMe has a whole bunch of courses that are developed just for that, to get your hands wet and also go through the motions of things that you would probably do in a real job. Now, this is not a promotion for TryHackMe, but that's something that I feel like TryHackMe has gradually increased my knowledge because it starts you off in these baby steps and it just keeps on progressing. All right. Of course, there are other platforms that you can utilize to do all that stuff. Really, it comes down to your own personal preference. The other thing is, I want to also stress that, certifications are great, but at the same time, yes, HR looks at them. But right now, there are tons of people who are out there with tons of certifications under their belt and they're jobless right now because of the current economic situation, political or whatever it is that's causing all this. The only thing you can do is just keep on staying positive. If you divert your attention away from cybersecurity, then it better be something that you have a lot of passion in. And the only reason why you're probably still in cybersecurity because it still piques your interest, and that's where your interest and your passion is, and you want to continue it. In order to be good at something, you have to master it, and in order to master it, you have to be consistent. Staying consistent is really key. Again, like I said previous videos and I'm mentioning it again now, everyone and anyone is vulnerable, whether you have 10, 20 years of experience or no experience or even 1 to 5 years experience, right? Everyone is at a different level, different playing fields. All these websites that you see that we still have a lot of vacancies in cybersecurity, as much as there are vacancies, there are just as much unemployment happening on the day to day. Some we may hear about, some we may not hear about because they're not public companies, meaning they're not trading on the stock exchange. Private companies could let people go, and we would never know about it, right? It's that dynamic. It's just insane. Right now, people are cutting back on spending. Of course, you hear a lot of national, international news about tariffs, doing this, doing that, and people are just uncertain about where to spend their money. You're hearing about dozen eggs costing about $20 just to get eggs into households now, which is insane, right? Of course, other inflation items are to play, right? Everything has a high cost: electricity, natural resources, utilities, gas, everything. It's really important, and I want to stay on track, is that you have to stay focused. The focus is the most important thing. I can only imagine if I am going through a situation where my employer decided to part ways with me and I had to continue providing for a family or even providing for myself, because everyone is in that same situation. There was a comment that came in, oh, these professionals, they've been in business for so long, they could just start their own business. I don't doubt that, but also starting your own business is just as challenging. You do have to get the clients, and if everyone's doing it, then how are they to choose you from someone else? Not to say that you can't do it, but there's obviously challenges either way you look at it. I know this is most of the times we're sitting at a cubicle doing 9 to 5 work. We try to keep busy, and if you're fortunate enough to still have, payroll, you're on a payroll and you're still getting salary to live your life and still have a passion to do all this thing, like all this cybersecurity stuff that you're still intrigued with, great. But if you're struggling now to still land a job and you have your resume all decked out, you're sending tons and tons of applications or applying for these applications for these roles and you're not getting any bite, I'm just saying that it's a matter of time before all that just turns around, right? There's going to be still employers looking for talent, and you would have to be one of those lucky ones. I'm not saying you have to be lucky to the point where you have to hit a lottery, but lottery is a very slim chance, slim to none practically. But it's not like it doesn't happen. It does still happen. Uh, but it's just consistency and staying focused. I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's crucial. I do get a lot of feedback coming in, whether it's from my blog or my email or even the comments coming in, that everyone's just, it's so much uncertainty now, and there's no one out there that can assure you of anything besides yourself. If you're good at what you do, keep going at it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you, and hopefully you guys can stay with me on this journey and everything will be turning around for the positive, hopefully sooner than later. Take care, everyone.